You wake up before the sun. The world outside is silent. Only the sound of wind brushing through bamboo breaks the darkness. Your room is simple. Tatami mats cover the floor. A folded futon lies behind you. Beside it rests the most valuable thing you own, your sword. Not because it is expensive, because it represents your life. You are a samurai. And from this moment on, every decision you make reflects not only yourself, but also your family, your lord, and your honor. You kneel before your katana. You inspect the blade carefully. A samurai who neglects his sword is believed to neglect his own soul. The steel catches the first rays of morning light. There isn't a single scratch. Good. Today begins like every other day, but every day carries the possibility of becoming your last. Outside, the village slowly comes to life. Farmers prepare their tools. Merchants open their shops. Children chase one another through narrow streets. Life feels peaceful, yet everyone knows peace can disappear overnight. Japan is divided. Power belongs not to one ruler, but to powerful lords known as daimyo. Their alliances shift. Their rivalries never truly end. And when conflict begins, you are expected to answer without hesitation. Before anything else, you train. Not because someone forces you, because hesitation can kill faster than any blade. Your feet move across the courtyard, again and again. Every strike must be precise, every movement controlled, every breath deliberate. Hours pass before breakfast. Your arms already ache. Sweat runs down your face, but stopping is not an option. Your master watches silently. He says almost nothing. Then finally, again. The lesson is simple. Perfection does not exist. Only endless practice. Many people today imagine samurai as fearless warriors who spent their lives fighting glorious battles. The truth was very different. Most samurai spent far more time preparing for war than actually fighting one. Training wasn't only about mastering the sword. You practice archery, horse riding, strategy, discipline, and perhaps the hardest lesson of all, learning to control your own emotions. Fear is natural. Anger is dangerous. Pride can get you killed. A true samurai is expected to remain calm even when death stands only a few steps away. At last, breakfast is served. Steamed rice, miso soup, pickled vegetables, sometimes grilled fish. Simple, nutritious, enough to continue the day. Luxury is not admired. Self-control is. As you eat, a messenger rides into the estate. His horse is exhausted. His clothes are covered in dust. No one speaks. Everyone watches. The messenger kneels before your lord. He delivers a scroll. The lord reads it once, then again. His expression doesn't change, but the silence grows heavier. He slowly looks toward the assembled samurai, including you. No one knows what the message says. Not yet. But one thing is certain. Today will not be an ordinary day. The scroll contains a single order. Your lord wants every samurai ready before sunset. No explanation, no questions, just obedience. This is the life you accepted. A samurai serves, not because he agrees, because loyalty comes before comfort. You return to your quarters and begin preparing your armor. Layer by layer, the weight settles onto your shoulders. Lacquered plates, silk cords, leather, iron. It's heavy, far heavier than most people imagine. By the time you're fully dressed, even walking feels different. Then comes your weapons. The katana hangs at your side. A shorter blade rests beside it. Some carry bows, others carry spears. Every weapon has its purpose. But despite what modern movies suggest, the katana is rarely your first choice on the battlefield. A bow can strike from a distance. A spear keeps enemies away. The katana is often the weapon used only after the battle has already become chaotic. Yet it becomes the symbol of the samurai, not because it is the deadliest, because it represents discipline, responsibility, and honor. Before leaving, you bow to your family. Your wife smiles, but only slightly. She knows what this order could mean. Your son watches quietly from the doorway. He is too young to understand everything, but old enough to notice the tension. No one cries, no one begs you to stay. In your world, duty comes before emotion. Outside the castle walls, Dozens of mounted samurai gather. The sound of horses echoes through the valley. No one laughs, no one boasts about becoming a hero. Real warriors know something most stories never tell. The greatest victory is surviving. As the journey begins, your commander rides beside you. He speaks only once. A samurai is remembered not by how he lives, but by how he dies. Those words stay with you, because every samurai grows up hearing stories of Bushido, the way of the warrior, courage, loyalty, respect, self-discipline, honor. These ideals shape your entire life, but reality is often more complicated. Bushido was never a single rulebook followed by every samurai in every century. Its ideas evolved over time. Different clans valued different traditions. Different eras demanded different kinds of warriors. Sometimes honor meant fighting. Sometimes it meant waiting. Sometimes it meant accepting an order you hated. You ride for hours. Villages pass by. Rice fields stretch across the hills. Children stop working just to watch your column pass. To them, you look like legends. They don't see the fear hidden beneath your helmet. They don't hear your heartbeat. They only see the armor, the swords, the horses, the image of power. But inside, you are wondering the same thing every soldier wonders. Will I come home? Night falls before your army reaches the frontier. Torches flicker across the camp. Scouts return with news. The enemy is nearby. Tomorrow may decide the future of your lord's land. You spend the evening sharpening your blade. Not because it needs it, because keeping your hands busy keeps your mind quiet. Sleep comes slowly. The sounds of horses, the crackling fire, the distant voices of other warriors. No one knows who will still be alive tomorrow. Before sunrise, the drums begin. Every samurai stands. Armor is tightened. Weapons checked one final time. Then, silence. Your commander raises his hand. The signal is given. You move forward. Not running, not shouting, simply walking towards whatever waits ahead. Your heart pounds. Every step feels heavier than the last. Then, arrows fill the sky. The battle begins. Dust rises everywhere. Commands disappear beneath the noise. You barely recognize friend from enemy. Training takes over. There is no time to think. Only react. Swing. Block. Move. Breathe. Again. Minutes feel like hours. Then suddenly, it is over. The enemy retreats. Your lord survives. So do you. But not everyone beside you does. The field is silent once more. Broken armor lies scattered across the ground. Horses wander without riders. Some of the men who shared breakfast with you will never return home. Victory doesn't feel the way stories describe it. There's no cheering, no celebration, only relief and grief. As the sun sets, you remove your helmet. The wind touches your face for the first time all day. You are alive. Tomorrow, people may call you honorable, brave, a true samurai, but only you know the truth. Being a samurai was never about looking fearless. It was about continuing, even when fear never left. History remembers the greatest warriors, the famous generals, the legendary swordsmen. But thousands of samurai lived ordinary lives. They governed villages, collected taxes, protected roads, served their lords, raised families. Most would never become legends. Yet together, they shaped centuries of Japanese history. As you begin the long journey home, you realize something. The sword at your side is not what makes you a samurai. Neither is the armor, nor the victories. It's the choices you make when duty asks more from you than you wish to give. Honor sounds beautiful until it demands everything. So, would you choose this life?